University of Oklahoma has made phenomenal growth in size and in prestige since it was founded in 1892. Many individuals have contributed to its development. Students, alumni, friends, and faculty members all have had an important part to play. In this film, you will see many familiar faces and some that are new. All of them are important in the OU story. And as a matter of fact, my friends, so are you.
It's a historic time for a historic program. A program that has a story filled with hundreds of championships, thousands of athletes, and countless Sooner fans. It all started one afternoon in September 1895 at Bud Riesinger's barbershop when Jack Hartz famously said, "Let's get up a football team." Within weeks, students chose crimson and cream for their school's colors and played their first ever game. Within a decade, and out of the prairie, a department was raised by visionary head coach and athletic director Benny Owen.
Benny, it must take you back a long way to see this enormous stadium jammed the way it is, back to the days when you came here in 1905. Do you mind go back to that year?
Well, we played over near the campus, and we just played on the dirt. We didn't have any, we had all outdoors, but we only had one place to play. And in the wintertime, the grass became dirt and dust, and they used to josh us about if we'd get a decent field. So we moved out here in 20, and the first year we had a heavy freeze and it killed our grass, and we played in the dirt out here the first year.
Building on that dirt and dust, Owen laid the foundation for one of the premier athletic departments in the country. He led the charge in building OU's field house, track, and baseball field. And in 1924, his vision for a football stadium for Oklahoma came to life. As a coach, he also set the standard of excellence, winning over 100 games as the head coach of 3 Oklahoma teams in football, basketball, and baseball. By 1936, the Sooners earned the school's first national championship in the sport of wrestling by Coach Paul V. Keene. After the Second World War ended, Oklahoma entered the modern era. The football program had earned 6 conference titles, and Board of Regents member Lloyd Noble had an idea.
Mr. Noble made the comment one day in a meeting. He said, one thing we could do here at OU, if we really tried, would be we could have what would amount to instant football, great football here. If we'd plan properly, he said there will be a 4-year crop of fine athletes coming out of the service when the war is over. They said, and all of them with their eligibility, and none of them have had a chance to play, but 4 years in one. Said if we can find these youngsters and get them to OU, we could have an instant great football, and almost. And following up on this, we decided it might be well to get a coach from the service.
Noble's theory was proven true, and with some of the best military coaches and service members now on campus in Norman, the program went from good to great.
The Bud Wilkinson era in Sooner football history began in 1947. Shown here with line coach Gomer Jones, Bud flashes the personality that guided OU teams to Sugar Bowl championships in 1949 and 50, and won Bud the Coach of the Year title.
After taking over the head coaching position, Wilkinson won the Big 6 conference title each of his first 13 seasons to go along with 3 national championships.
When I became the coach of the University of Oklahoma, I was blessed with a squad of remarkably fine athletes. But these young men were also determined to get a good college education, which would enable them to lead worthwhile, productive, profitable lives. They and those who followed them established the OU tradition.
By the 1970s, facilities across campus continued to expand, while the program also grew in opportunity as women's athletics officially became established with the addition of women's basketball and softball in 1974. That same year, head football coach Barry Switzer captured his first of 3 national titles to go along with 12 Big 8 conference championships.
It is satisfying to see the players that we've had here in this program do what they came to Oklahoma to accomplish, because good players come where good things happen, and good things have happened here.
As the athletic program turned 100, the department had won 19 national championships. Baseball, men's golf, and men's gymnastics had won titles of their own to go along with football and wrestling. As the Sooners entered the 21st century, a new era was about to begin, led by athletic director Joe Castiglione.
To compete at the very highest level, which we're doing here at the University of Oklahoma, what we're doing in the Big 12 Conference, it takes resources. It takes human resources, it takes financial resources. We got to be able to give our student athletes everything they need.
The impact was immediate. Oklahoma won its first ever national championship in a women's sport as head coach Patty Gasso claimed the title in 2000. Later that year, Bob Stoops would win the Sooners' 7th national championship in football.
And it's easy to say that Oklahoma's back.
Not only was Oklahoma back, it was set to be better than ever.
Stretches, pitches, strike 3 called, and the Oklahoma Sooners are Big 12 champs.
Oklahoma is into the Final Four.
Too clean, yeah, my zone, yeah. Back-to-back trips for the Sooners.
The Oklahoma Sooners have won their first national championship.
Murray at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Oklahoma.
When it comes to the playoffs, you can fight when you know it's a KO, and the hating they know I'm a
ladies and gentlemen, a collegiate record in the women's shot put.
Mayfield sets, end zone Andrews, touchdown Oklahoma.
Too clean, yeah, my zone, yeah, 2-3, yeah, shooters.
Oklahoma has defeated Texas, and they are the outright Big 12 champions.
I shoot my shot like I'm Steph. Shout out Klay Thompson, my graduate. You know the base what I'm rapping. Come on and sell out the war.
Layup is no tip, it is good! It's good! Buddy Hield kicks it in! Sooners win! Sooners win!
For Oklahoma, the national championship.
I'll be a warrior for life, but we still got love for Kevin. Yeah, work smarter, it's not about making the keys.
The Sooners untouchable. Their 6th championship.
Oklahoma brings home the national championship. Oklahoma goes back to back.
The Sooners go where no program has ever gone before. That's 4 in a row.
And now, a new era has arrived. Oklahoma and the Southeastern Conference, the standard in college athletics. It's a historic time for a historic program where winning was invented.